It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up. All right, begin.
What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great start to your Tuesday. Let's go ahead and talk about this situation that's going on with T.I. Now, every time I turn around, T.I. is always running his mouth, or he thinks he's the voice for the people, right? Every time I turn around, this brother is prophesizing about what we as a people need to do, always faking and playing like he woke. And as a matter of fact, who ordained this dude, right, to be the king of the South? Who gave him the nod, right? You know, when I was living in Atlanta, I remember T.I. going to 112, and I was standing right there at the door, and he was about 5'7" then and a $110 and some change, and basically he was hiding behind his security, telling the security, don't let him touch me.
Really, nigga?
But anyway, let me parlay and move along. So on last Friday, a very unfortunate thing happened to up-and-coming rapper King Von, where him and his camp got into an altercation with some dudes or whatever, and unfortunately it led to him, you know, leaving this earth prematurely. I send my condolences to his family, and I challenge everybody out there to support this man, go buy his music, you know, to support his family. There were a lot of people that were dependent on him to make it, and so it's just a bad situation all the way around, and I'm really praying hard for his kids. Now, T.I., the self-proclaimed king of the South, the king of Atlanta, right? You know, the fake dude who actually went behind a couple's back not too long ago, right, a couple of weeks ago, and tried to handle business without that couple being present, because they were the ones that were disrespected, correct? Because one of the guys couldn't wear Air Force Ones in the restaurant, and so he took it upon himself to go make an executive decision on their behalf without them being present, once again trying to make it seem that he got all this power and he set everything straight, like, you know, he the muscle, you know, behind Atlanta.
Oh, that's good for you, baby.
But anyway, T.I. decided to jump on his Instagram and give his 2 cents of an opinion in regards to the King Von situation. Now, even though he didn't mention that brother's name, we all knew, okay? All right, ain't nobody no dummies over here. We already knew that T.I. was talking about that situation. So this is what he said. Atlanta is a beautiful progressive city filled with black excellence. We uplift each other and win together. Stop coming here to kill each other. That played out. Management. Now, of course, King Von's family got wind of that, and basically his sister had something to say to T.I., and this is what she had to say. Wasn't you just out the other night with other women at Cooper Cove? I stay seeing you cheating. Mind your business.
Go. Mind your business, that's all. Mind your business.
And then she goes on to say, and these are facts, 100. But the energy he's always putting in people's business needs to be the same energy he needs to make it right with his daughter. Now, where is my brother? I think she meant to say where, you know, at 50 Cent, get on his. And so 50 Cent did just that, and he responded to T.I. He said, hey, at Troubleman 31, you gotta chill. You're bugging for saying anything. They got this is real shit. I don't know what you was thinking, but rethink it now. They are hurting. They love that boy. He was the way out. I bet you don't even realize that they will for what you just said. What hood you from again? Come on now, it's quiet time. Alright, so 50 got at T.I. about, you know, why is he speaking on King Von and things of that nature? You're out of place, mind your business. And so someone else decided to speak up in regards to what T.I. had to say. And it was Waka Flocka. Check out what Waka said in regards to T.I. speaking out on King Von.
Never talk down on people when you once was the person that you talking down on. I don't give what the scenario is. Ever. And I'm talking about guys that come from the streets. Not ones that say they did. Bro, I don't care how far I get in life, bro. I would never look down on anybody in the streets or anything they ever do in the streets, because I understand the laws and lifestyle that come with it. And when you understand a lot of things you're not supposed to talk about, you're not. I'm just saying. And some people call it ain't growth, it ain't this. Niggas know what they signed up for.
Alright, so this is what T.I. had to say in response to all the backlash that he was receiving on social media because he was getting dragged in those comments. So he says, I don't speak ill of my allies. My last past had nothing to do with King Von. Y'all grossly mistaken. I have no motive or intention to do harm or malice to cats I'm cool with. My family's heart goes out to them, and I've expressed this to the people in his life that matter the most in this situation. That's all I'm concerned with. Alright, so you guys heard what T.I. had to say. You also heard what 50 had to say and Waka Flocka. Now, this is the thing. This is why I say T.I. is a hypocrite, right? Guys, you remember, I don't know if it was a year or so ago or a couple of years ago when his sister, right, prematurely left us, and basically TMZ had put out this story that his sister had large amounts of sugar, right? You know what I mean when I say sugar, in her system, and he did a whole video blasting TMZ for putting that out there.
As long as you've known me, Harvey, I've been respectful, I've been cordial, I've been polite, I've been kind, I've been fair. You just burned that bridge. I hope your story was worth it.
So my thing is, T.I. should know what it feels like for, you know, people to say things about a family member, right, during a hard time where he was still grieving the loss of his sister. So you would think that he would keep his mouth shut in this situation and have nothing to say. Now, the one thing that I find interesting about this situation is that Waka actually deleted his Instagram after he uploaded that video trying to check T.I., right? Listen, the people wasn't even trying to hear from Flocka because this is the thing. He endorsed 45, so people are still getting him together for that. And so they were in the comments dragging him, and I guess it forced him to actually delete his Instagram. So that's interesting. But anyway, back to T.I. I think that T.I. just needs to sit down, keep his mouth shut, and don't say anything for a couple of years, right? Don't say anything publicly for a couple of years when it comes to our issues as a people, and also speaking on other people's issues until you get your issues together. All right, I mean, you want to talk about bad timing? This brother had bad timing written all over himself when he spoke on this issue. You know, it's just so disrespectful. It's not that T.I. is wrong, it's the way he said it, and it's the way it comes across, you know, because me personally, I think they should ban gangsta music. That's just my personal opinion. I feel that it has been a destruction to our youth and things of that nature. And I think that gangsta music should be banned. I don't feel that people, members of our community, should capitalize off of gangsta music, right? And offer our people for monetary reasons and then run to their house in Calabasas and hide out while these kids are out here acting out the things that they hear in their music. That's just my personal opinion. But these record labels out here, right, these execs, you know, especially the ones that don't have the same hue as me, they don't mind profiting off of that music. And then they'll turn around and say, well, what's wrong with your community? Dude, you're making millions of dollars off of negative music that our people push out to our own people. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? If you were so interested in helping our people out, you wouldn't allow this type of music to be made. But because it produces a fine penny, you're definitely on board to capitalize off of it. You know, so that's why I've come to the conclusion, and it took me quite some time to realize this, is that gangsta music to me is not a form of art. You know, R&B music, jazz, old school hip hop, that's art. Gangsta music is a trap, and it's been trapping our people for so long. When are we going to wake up, right? When are we going to wake up and understand that we must get rid of gangsta music? But anyway, I'm going to let this go and let y'all have at it in the comments. Drop down and let me know what you think about this whole entire situation. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll get with you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.